Next, we have gold, the solar angel, some sort of clarity, or this actually could be something very positive as well with gold, but this is, gold is typically associated with the sun. So let's take a minute to breathe with me. One more. This deck is the Game of Thrones Tarot. All right. So we're starting with the Four of Pentacles. So typically the Four of Pentacles talks about the need to let go of something. I mean, it could talk about needing to save money as well, but for the most part, it's like you're holding on too tightly, right? Typically in the traditional tarot, you would see a man sitting on top of his chest of gold coins. And it's funny, now that I say gold coins and we have this gold card, I forgot that we have this particular card here. So yeah, so he's sitting on his chest of gold coins and he's clutching a bunch of coins to his chest as well. And he looks fearful that someone is going to come in and steal what's his, right? Now, this particular Four of Pentacles, he looks like he's holding his coins, but he actually kind of looks like he's showing off, if I'm being really honest. So this could be, maybe you're trying to show off and you need to let that go. I don't know, something like that. There's a sense of greed attached to the Four of Pentacles. And see, now we have the Seven of Cups. And so, okay, I'm saying definitely there's a sense of greed attached to this. So the Seven of Cups can talk about the seven deadly sins. That's typically what you will find in these cups, right? And so when you have greed already attached to the Four of Pentacles anyway in the tarot, that's what this is about. So I feel like, maybe you're showing off in some way. Maybe there's something that's going on where and then look, you've got the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck and the Four of Swords with the Five of, okay, hold on. Okay. I'm not going to take all of these out for the reading, but I am going to explain them real quick. So I think you are showing off your success. There's something that happened where I don't know, whatever it was, you decided to show off your success. Maybe you got, I don't know, new jewelry, or I don't know, something that was expensive, right? There's something that you were able to achieve or purchase, or something that was expensive that I think someone is looking at it as you're showing off, maybe because they feel defeated in some way. Like maybe, okay, actually looking at all of this, here's the thing. I feel like somebody is looking at whatever it is that you're doing, at your success, and they're upset, they're angry about it because they feel blocked from their own. This is like pure jealousy energy. Yes, there's greed attached to it. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually going to keep these, even though I didn't want to. I just decided I'm going to. And then look, you've got Jaime Lannister on the bottom of the deck. Jaime Lannister, the one everyone loved to hate, I mean, he wasn't that great of a person, yeah, but oh, and then you got Littlefinger, another one that everyone and the greediest dude like in the series with the Wheel of Fortune under that. Okay, and this could be in a relationship as well. This 100% could be maybe you broke up and your person I feel like maybe you broke up with someone and your person is upset because you're successful. You're actually getting some recognition with the Six of Wands here for the stuff that you're doing. Look at that. You've maybe completed some cycles successfully, or maybe this recognition that you're getting is like worldwide in some way. And so someone's upset about that. Oh, look at someone's in their feelings. Although maybe it's more that it's not just worldwide. I think whoever this is, maybe you split up with someone and whoever this is, maybe they're worried that you're going to find someone new, someone who's much more emotionally available, because that is the King of Cups energy. He's very much ready and willing to have a true, loving relationship, not a narcissistic, imbalanced, what's good for me kind of relationship. And so then you have the Seven of Coins, which talks about being patient. Oh, the Five of Cups. Okay. So, and then the Two of Cups. So I do feel like there's definitely, so I feel like there's definitely probably a cross watcher, like someone who, I don't even know, like, okay, so, and when I say cross watcher, I was going to say someone who was like, I wanted to say, I was reading this for a particular sign, but I'm wondering if there's somebody watching your social media, because this particular reading is just general. It's not meant for any specific sign. And so I'm actually kind of feeling like maybe this person it's like they're watching your social media, but you don't know that they're there, because look at, they're blocked. She's the star, but she's behind that wall. Oh wait, you can't see it. See, she's behind that wall. She's standing, she's looking out the window. She's stuck. It's something about greed. It definitely has to do with greed with these two. The Knight of Wands is really like irresponsible, unreliable energy. And then Littlefinger was always like, he always had some scheme or some scam in the works, trying to spin the wheel in his favor. But then if you look at this so in a 9-card spread, you have the past and then you have the present on this side. So this is all energy of the past: greediness, being stuck, being unreliable. And then you come over here and you have the energy of the future, or what's coming in. And this is successful, independent. It's single, but it's also successful, independent, healing, fortunate energy, the wheel turning in your favor. So again, I feel like you may have broken up with somebody, and whoever this person is, they're watching your social media very, very closely. They're very upset because you're successful. They don't like it because they're blocked from their own success or their own healing or moving on or whatever. At the center of this is a feeling of they feel defeated. Whoever this person is, they feel defeated. But also there's like competition, like I think they're worried about competition being around you. And I don't know what to say about that, other than if that's you and you feel this way, like you're feeling this way about somebody else, if this is like describing you, but this is how you feel about someone else, like defeated, or that there's competition around them after a split up, you're gonna have to, like, there's a time factor involved in this, patience and time. involved in this before the Two of Cups comes in, and look at, there needs to be healing because there's a lot of heartbreak. And you need to see things from both sides. And actually this particular Ace of Coins did come up in one of the other readings where it was a relationship reading kind of talking about this, where it was saying, because I saw this particular, and I see it every time I use this deck. When this Ace of Coins comes out, I see it as putting the pieces together, putting the two sides of the coin back together, because as you can see, it's split down the middle, right? So how do you make it a coin that can be spent? You have to put it back together, put the pieces together. And that's going to take time. It's going to take time to put the pieces together. So let's go ahead and do a quick charm reading. Okay, so let me explain how I read the charms. So this is an astrological wheel, and as you can see, it has all of the signs here on the outer wheel. And then we have the planets that correspond to each sign here. We have the modalities, we have the elements, and then we have the circle of life, or excuse me, the flower of life in the center. And so the way that I read this, everything on the outside is, I always set it like a transit chart. I read it like a transit chart. So I'm going to set it for Aries here at the first house or on the ascendant. I'm going to read it like a transit chart. All the charms that fall on the outside are the energies that are coming in. Anything that falls in the center is going to be for everyone. It's a general reading or the general focus for everyone for this week. And anything that falls in a particular sign is a special message for that sign. Okay. I'm dropping them everywhere. Okay. So we're not going to read the one that fell. I am going to flip a couple of them over just because. Just so I can see exactly what they are. Excuse my, I might have to cut that out. Okay, so we're going to start with, in the center, the only thing that we really have, although it is sort of falling a little bit more towards Leo. So this can be for Leo specifically, but kind of for everyone. We have this hourglass, which talks about time. So I guess time is going to be a factor, probably being patient or, taking time off. If I'm correct, I think this is Easter weekend. So, maybe you just, take your time. Like, I think that's the message for everyone. Enjoy your time. It's important. So, but for Leo specifically, whatever your situation is, and we'll just go ahead and start with Leo since that's the one that I focused on first. So for Leo, whatever your situation is, it's going to take some time. And then you have the three domino, the number 3 domino here. So the number 3 could be important to you. That did fall up here. So this is like a new influence. There could be like 3 people, 3 situations. It could be 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. And in fact, when you're looking, because you do have this time here, I do feel like that is definitely going to be a factor. Something like 3 days, weeks, months. I don't know about years. These are general readings and they are meant to be timeless, but, I guess it depends on when you read this or when you watch this, really. So anyway, 3 something in terms of your timing. All right, so let's move on to Virgo. Virgo happens to have the Taurus charm in their house. So Virgo could be dealing with a Taurus. You also have Aries and Leo here. So interesting. So Virgo could be having 3 people come in. Maybe a Virgo is already dealing with a Taurus, and, an Aries and Leo will be coming in, soon later with the influence. Yeah. There's not really much else there to talk about, just 3 people coming in for Virgo, possibly this week, although these might be a little further out. Maybe this Taurus, there's something going on with the Taurus this week, and it could be like 2 weeks for this and maybe 3 weeks for 2, or I should say 2 weeks for the Leo and then 3 weeks for the Aries, possibly. But again, timing is fluid. So let's move on to Libra. With Libra, you do have this gun here straddling both Libra and Scorpio. You have the guitar, and then we have this I love you charm. Interesting. So Libra could be dealing with a Scorpio. Maybe it could be like the last chance or the last shot that Libra has at telling a Scorpio how they feel. And then look, the Scorpio themselves has the star charm that says, I love you on it, sitting here in the outer edge. So, this could be, and then also Scorpio has the angel in the outer influence up here. So this could be like the last shot, the last chance for a Libra to be able to, to profess their love for a Scorpio, or to, somehow express themselves with this guitar. It's either a song or music, somehow, some way, possibly using music. Maybe if you're trying to express yourself to a Scorpio, use music to do it. All right, so let's move on to Sagittarius, because literally for Scorpio, I think, someone loves you, they might want to express that to you. So for Sagittarius, you have in your outer influences, you have the frog. So you must be hopping from one situation to the next. Yeah, obviously. And then you have the scissors here sitting between Sagittarius and Capricorn. So I think you need to maybe cut someone off. Maybe you need to, and then look, interesting. You have the scissors, Capricorn has the axe. So you guys need to cut each other off. Definitely. Snip, snip. It's time. Because this jumping from one to the next, to the next, to the next, like trying to do too much, jumping from one thing to the next is just too much. It's, pick a lily pad and just stay there, whatever. And then Capricorn has the dinosaur in the outer influences area as well. So, for me, that talks about something that is like ancestral or, long-term, right? So this is some sort of, you're gaining clarity over something that is long-term, ancestral, something that needs to be cut out of your life. Maybe it could be a family member even that needs to be cut out of your life. And it could bring some peace. I don't know though. The sun is in the reverse, so I think it might make you unhappy to have to cut this person out of your life because it's a long-term family relationship. Okay, now we're going to move on to Aquarius. Aquarius has the love charm and the camel. Okay, so the camel for Aquarius, the camel is very resilient. A camel can go, I think it's like 6 weeks without water or something. A camel can go a long time without drinking water. They're very resilient. I feel like it's saying like you need to be resilient in love. Be prepared. Yeah, that's all I have. Like, be resilient. You're going to have to go the distance, basically, and be prepared because you'll need it. All right, so Pisces. Pisces, we have the teapot, and we have the star, and we have the palm fronds, and then we have straddling both Pisces and Aries, we have the bundle of grapes, and then we have the cat. All right, so the cat talks about intuition. The teapot talks about like gossip, the tea being spilled. It is in the reverse, so definitely the tea is being spilled. I feel like maybe there's something happening where Pisces is learning. Actually, no, I feel like Pisces needs to spill the tea. Pisces needs to say something to Aries, but they need to reach out. They need to say something to Aries. But actually, here's the thing. You've got the star straddling both Pisces and Aries once. And then up here, we have the eagle. Okay. And it's all about freedom. Okay. So once you say what you need to say to Aries, it makes you kind of the star in this situation, I think. follow your intuition. It brings in abundance because, like I say, you got the star straddling both Pisces and Aries. You need to, Pisces needs to be the one to reach out. Pisces is going to have to be the one to say whatever needs to be said. And I think Aries kind of intuitively knows that Pisces is going to reach out, because the cat is sitting more in Aries house than it is Pisces. But it has to do with seeing things from a higher perspective, because the eagle has great eyesight. He needs to have that eyesight in order to be a successful predator. And so I feel like this is seeing things, very, very clearly from, and then again, this is also outside influence of freedom, but it's also seeing things from above, having time passed, and then now you're saying something about it to Aries, and finally it's like it makes you the star in this situation or something. All right. And then, so for Taurus, we have the dolphin. So there's some sort of joy or happiness coming in for Taurus. It's not really nothing, could be your surrounding children, some sort of something good, something joyful. And I think we already talked about, with Gemini. So Gemini, you've got the sun, the palm fronds, and the wish charm. So I think Gemini, like, you've been hoping that someone will reach out to you, contact you. Could be a fire sign. If you watched one of the other readings, I'm not going to say which one. It most definitely is a fire sign. But if you didn't watch that one, hey, don't worry about it. I feel like they might reach out to you. I think you've been wishing and hoping that they would, and they will. I think they will this week. And then for Cancer, you have the circus and the outside influences, like way outside influences. You've got the circus tent. So there's some sort of circus going on, maybe at work or something that's like really, it's influencing you this week, but it's not going to affect you personally, but it is something that you'll be dealing with this week. Like, you'll be watching it from the sidelines, because again, it is the circus. It's the curtains from the circus, right? The circus tent, the curtains haven't quite fully opened. So I think you'll be watching something from the sidelines that's happening in your sphere of influence. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and end this one. I hope that helps. And we're going to move on to the next reading.